Good morning, students. I am Anand from Vellore. I am working as assistant professor from Andhra Government Institute of Technology from Civil Department. Okay. Now I am handling the subject C8005 Air Pollution Control Engineering. We have to see first unit, that is introduction and the structure and composition of atmospheres. Okay. Then we have to see one by one structure and composition of atmosphere, definition, scope, and scale of air pollution, sources and classification of air pollutant and their effects on human health, vegetation, effects on effects on animals, source and classification of air pollutant and the efforts on property, aesthetic value and visibility, ambient air quality and emission standard, ambient stack sampling, analysis of particulate gaseous pollutant. Okay, now we have to see one by one. Next slide, please. First of all, what is meant by air? Mixture of nitrogen, oxygen and minute amount of other gases. One is air pollution, another one is air pollutant. Okay. Next one, definition of air pollutions. First of all, what is meant by air pollutions? You have to see now. Air pollution is defined as the introduction of chemicals, particulate matter or biological matter that cause harm or discomfort to human or other living organism or cause damage to the natural environment or built environment into the atmospheres. Okay. Next, you have to go for unit of measurements. Unit of measurements, you have to see air quality measurements are commonly reported in terms of microgram per cubic meters. That is mu g per meter cube. Okay. Parts per million, that is you can simply written as ppm, or parts per billion you can simply written as ppb. For particulate matter, size are expressed in microns or micrometer. ppm is a volume to volume ratio which make it independent of local temperature and pressures. Okay. Next one, introduction to the structure and composition of the Earth's atmospheres. Structure and composition of atmosphere. The atmosphere is a blanket of gas or vapor that surround the Earth and held together by the force of gravity. The present condition and properties of Earth atmosphere are one of the main reason for Earth to support life. One is extend from a few meters below the Earth's surface or water surface to a height of about 60,000 kilometers. About 90% of the atmosphere is within few kilometers from the ground. Okay. Next one, most of the mass of the atmosphere is nearly planetary surface as gravity pull them towards the Earth's centers. The atmosphere is a complex system in which physical and chemical reaction are constant taking place, and the main atmospheric process takes place in a state of dynamic balance. Now I have to show the example here. For example, there is an average balance between the heat input to heat output from the atmosphere. Earth's climate system maintain a dynamic balance between solar energy entering and the radiant energy leaving the atmospheres. I'll show the example here. Okay. Next one, composition of atmosphere. One is major gaseous composition. Gaseous composition of the atmosphere is usually expressed by percentage volume, that is each gaseous relative part of the total mixture. 78% nitrogen, that is 21% oxygen, 0.9% argon. These three gases together make up 99.9% of the atmosphere. This is the trace gas. Water vapor, carbon dioxide, neon, helium, methane, krypton and hydrogens. The concentration of gas in the atmosphere is measured in parts per thousand and parts per million. We can simply written as parts per million and parts per billion. Okay. Next one, elements of the atmospheres. In elements of atmosphere, first one you have to see troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. Troposphere 12 to 18 kilometers, stratosphere 50 kilometers, mesosphere 80 kilometers, thermosphere 700 kilometers, exosphere 10,000 kilometers. Okay. Earth atmosphere less: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, ionosphere, exosphere. This is the lowest part of the atmosphere, the part we live in. It contains most of our weather, clouds, rain, snow. In this part of the atmosphere, the temperature gets colder as the distance above the Earth increase by about 6.5 degrees Celsius per kilometer. The actual change of temperature with height varies from day to day depending on the weather. The troposphere contains about 70% of all the air in the atmosphere and almost all of the water vapor which form clouds and rain. Okay. The top of the troposphere is called tropospace. This is the lowest at the pole where it is about 7 to 10 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Okay. Next slide. Stratosphere. These extend upwards from the troposphere to about 50 kilometers. It contains much of the ozone in the atmosphere. The increase in temperature with the height occurs because of absorption of ultraviolet radiations from the sun by this zone. Temperatures in the stratosphere are highest over the summer pole and lower over the winter pole. By absorbing dangerous ultraviolet radiations, the ozone in the stratosphere protect us from skin cancer and other health damage. Okay. Next one, mesosphere. The region above the stratosphere is called mesosphere. Here the temperature again decrease with height, reaching a minimum of about minus 90 degrees Celsius at the mesosphere. Okay. Next one, thermosphere and ionosphere. The thermosphere lies above the mesosphere and is a region in which temperature again increase with height. This temperature increase is caused by the absorption of energetic ultraviolet and X-ray radiations from the sun. Okay. Next one, the region of the atmosphere above about 80 kilometers is called ionosphere, since the energetic solar radiations knock electrons off molecules and atoms, turning them into ions with positive charges. Next, in the temperature of the thermosphere varies between night and day and between the season, so do the number of ions electrons which are present. The ionosphere reflect and absorb radio waves, allowing us to receive short wave radios broadcast in New Zealand from other parts of the world. Okay. Next slide. Exospheres. The region above about 500 kilometers is called exosphere. It contains mainly oxygen and hydrogen atoms, but there are so few of them that they are rarely collide. They follow ballistic trajectories under the influence of gravity, and some of them escape right out into space. Okay. Next slide. In Earth atmospheric layers, same as it is. One is troposphere, that is 0 to 10 kilometers, stratosphere 10 to 30 kilometers, mesosphere 30 to 50 kilometers, thermosphere 50 to 400 kilometers, exosphere should be greater than 400 kilometers. Okay. Next one, composition of air. In composition of air, definition based on composition of air, one is gas name, nitrogen, oxygen, water, argon, carbon dioxide, neon, helium, methane, nitrogen, nitrous oxide, and ozone and others. Chemical name, formula. First, you have to see nitrogen. I have to tell the chemical formula N2, that is a percentage volume, 78.08%. That is a nitrogen percentage volume. Next one, oxygen, O2, 20.95%. Water, H2O, 0 to 4%. Argon, AR, 0 to 9.3. Sorry, 0.93%. Okay. Carbon dioxide, CO2, 0.0360%. Neon, Ne, 0.0018%. Helium, He, 0.0005%. Methane, CH4, 0.00017%. Hydrogen, H2, 0.00005%. Nitrous oxides, N2O, 0.00003%. Ozone and others, O3, 0.00004%. Okay. These are all the composition of air. Next one, you have to see sources of air pollution. In source of air pollutions, we can classify into three types. One is mobile source, another one is an agriculture source, third one is natural source. We have to see one by one. In mobile source, one is automobiles, gas powered lawn down, and mowers and boat and planes, etc. In agriculture source, enclosed farm animals, manure release gas. Okay, I have to tell one small example, ammonia also. That is a aerial drift of excess fertilizer and pesticides. Next one, natural source. Forest fires, volcanoes, dust storms. One is volcanoes, ash, acid mist, hydrogen sulfide, and other toxic gas. Sea spray, decaying vegetations, major source of reactive sulfur component. Trees and bushes, volatile organic components. Storms in arid regions, dust clouds. Fermentation in swamp, and breakdown of cellulose in guts of termites and ruminant animals. That is 2 by 3 of world methane natural gases. Okay. Next one, I have to go for according to source, pollutant originate from natural source, another one is man-made source. These include volcanic eruptions, deflagration of sand and dust, forest or wildfires of natural vegetations, sulfur spring, natural gyres, organic and inorganic decays, vegetation decays, marsh gas, cosmic dust, pollen grains of flowers, photochemical reaction, soil debris. These are all the natural source. Now we have to see next one, man-made source. In man-made source, these include human activities such as industries, factories, urban centers, aircraft, nuclear experiments, automobiles, agriculture, domestic burning of wood, burning of fossil fuels, deforestation. One is mining, waste treatment plants and power plants. Next one, man-made source is injurious to health of human, animal or plant life, or which interferes with the comfortable enjoyment of life and prosperity is called air pollutions. In classification of air pollutions, one is categories of pollutant, one is primary pollutant, another one is secondary pollutant. Okay, primary pollutant emitted directly from a source, secondary on the formed in the atmosphere from a reaction of primary pollutant. Okay, formed in the atmosphere from a reaction of primary pollutant. It is a substance or effort dwelling temporarily or permanently in the air, which adverse alter the environment by interfering with the health, comfort or the food chain by interfering the property value of people. Okay, basic pollutant. One is carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, ozone, nitrogen dioxide, hydrocarbon components, also called as volcanic organic components, volatile organic components, particulate matter, lead. Okay, I have to tell the observation. CO, that is carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide SO2, ozone O3, nitrogen dioxide NO2, carbon components, that is volatile organic components HC, particulate matter PM, lead PB. Okay, first one, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, ozone, nitrogen dioxide. Carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, I have to tell the primary, ozone and nitrogen oxide. Okay, 1 minute, I tell you. Ozone and nitrogen dioxide are secondary pollutant. Okay, hydrocarbons, that is volatile organic components, that is primary and secondary. And then particulate matter also primary and secondary, lead also primary and secondary pollutant. Okay, next one, classification of air pollutant. Source of primary pollutant, one is created by humans, one is a combustion process, chemical process, nuclear atomic process, roasting, heating, refining process, mining, quarrying, farming. Okay, accentuated by humans, volcanoes, braking areas, pollens, turbulence, fires, boiling dust, bacteria, virus, natural. These are all the natural process. Okay, next one, in classification of air pollutant, according to origin, the air pollutant are classified into primary pollutant, another one is secondary pollutant. We have to see one by one. The pollutant that are emitted directly from identifiable source produced by natural events. Example, dust, storms and volcanic eruptions, and human activities. Example, emission from vehicles, industries are called primary pollutant. Example, smoke, dust, oxides of sulfur and nitrogen, hydrocarbons and particulate matters. Secondary pollutant, the pollutant that are formed in the atmosphere by chemical interaction between primary pollutant and atmospheric constituents are known as secondary pollutant. For example, sulfuric trioxide, ozone, ketone, sulfuric acid, nitric acid and carbonic acids. Okay, next one, scales of air pollutions. Air pollution problem may occur in 3 scales: micro scale, meso scale and then macro scales. These 3 scales are very important used in air pollutions. Okay, now we have to see one by one. Micro scales. Microscale problems ranges from those covering less than a centimeter to those the size of house or slightly largest, that is few meters to 100 seconds of meters. Mesoscale air pollution problems are those of a few hectares up to the size of a city or country, that is local to region. Macroscale problems extend from country to state, that is nations, and in the broadest sense the global, region to continental scale. Okay, scope of air pollutions. What is the future scope in air pollutions? You have to see now. In future, the overall air pollution will be controlled and health problem which affecting by air pollutions will be reduced, like premature death, heart attack and strokes, bronchitis and aggravated asthma among children. Okay, next one, the problems of air pollution is not a local or state problem but a nation-wide problem. Things need to be done all over the country to affect the problem. Eventually, the economy and the environment will benefit from this. Efforts of air pollution on human health. We have to see one by one. Even healthy people can experience health impact from polluted air, including respiratory irritations or breathing difficulties during exercise or outdoor activities. High air pollution levels can cause immediate health problems, including aggregated cardiovascular and respiratory illness. Added stress to heart and lungs, which must work harder to supply the body with oxygen, damage cells in the respiratory systems. Next one, Long-term exposure to polluted air can have permanent health effects such as lungs of